Texas and Arizona State's getting together in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl tomorrow, which tomorrow is January the 1st, New Year's Day at 1 p.m. on ESPN. Texas is a 12.5-point favorite coming into this game. I'm going to dive into it in just a second, give you my prediction. First, welcome to the channel. I talk Clemson football, I talk college football, and I'm independent. If you like that sort of thing, I hope you'll subscribe. It is free. I do appreciate it. Drop me a line. Let me know you're in here. Clemson knows Texas very well. Why? Because my team just lost to them in the opening round of the college football playoff in Austin, lost by 14 points. They ran the ball very, very well. Now, I will tell you this, our offense was able to put points up on them. Our quarterback had a really good day. Our true freshman wide receiver had a really good day. You had some good moments there, but unfortunately, Clemson's defense couldn't tackle. I see how Texas could take advantage of that against a team like Clemson who has the players, but the scheme just wasn't there. I step back and I look at Arizona State after watching them. Easily one of the best stories in all of college football. I mean, we can talk about Kenny Dillingham. We can talk about Cam Skattebo. We can talk about Sam Levitt. We can talk about all of these guys, Jordan Tyson and more. It's a great story. If you love college football, if you love the story of someone who really has not been that great of a football school in a very long time, and they've had their moments of just downright embarrassment, and then for a story of a 34-year-old guy, I believe he's 34 now, to take over the football team a couple of years ago and turn things around, calling it his dream job. This is the story for you. I like this story. I like watching what Arizona State has done. They just kept winning. And let me tell you this, once they got into the Big 12 championship, they played against Iowa State. I watched that game. They put on a clinic, and they were way more physical than Iowa State. This is Iowa State team that just beat Miami in the Pop-Tart Bowl. Just beat them. And they lost by 26 points to this Arizona State team. There's so many good stories on this side of the football. I mean, I know you're like, Brian, you keep saying that. Yeah, it really is there's a lot of really good stories. Unfortunately, good stories can sometimes come to an end in a way that unfortunately seems more realistic than fairy tale. Now, I know that Texas is a 12-point favorite in this game, 12.5-point favorite, according to which site you're looking at. And I'm going to tell you this. It is easy to immediately say that Texas is going to win this football game. Why? Physicality on the defensive side of the football. I'm not even talking about the offense. I'm talking about their defense. I watched them put up a fight against Clemson. Now, you're probably like, well, Brian, didn't you start off by saying Clemson actually did well against them? Offensively, yes, but their defense was extremely physical and did what they had to do to limit Clemson to 24 points. I think that offensive scheme would have actually rendered a lot more points against other teams, even good teams. But Texas's defense is that physical. It is that good, and we were fortunate to get what we got out of it. Still, Clemson walked away with a loss. But Clemson's not playing in this game. If they wanted to play in this game, they should have beat Texas. That's what you Arizona State fans are going to say, and I agree with you. The problem is I look at Arizona State's, I know this is going to tick off some people. I look at their schedule. I look at the games that they had a problem with. They're head scratchers. Well, that was earlier on in the season, mid part of the season, and they got better. Yes, they did get better. And they just thrashed Iowa State. But they have not played a physical team like Texas. I'm sorry. I'm. If this makes you feel any better, I'm pulling for Arizona State. But in this game, I believe the physicality of Texas, and I believe the push for Sark to get to the next round of the playoff and meet the winner of the Ohio State-Oregon game. I believe that is going to be the fuel and the push that is going to take this Texas team and focus completely and totally on Arizona State. Not take them lightly whatsoever. Get out of this game with a win and move on to the winner of Oregon and Ohio State. And I just believe the physicality and the athleticism is going to be too much for Arizona State. Is it out of the realm of possibility that Arizona State wins this game? No. They can, but they have to play the best game they've played all season. They just did it. To their credit, they just did it in the biggest game of the season. So maybe I have to eat my words, eat crow, whatever. I just feel like Texas's physicality is going to be a little too much in this game. I see Texas winning the game. But either way, it could be a really, really, really fun one to watch. Texas just left. Listen, Texas just left Atlanta a couple of weeks ago. They were playing in Atlanta, same place for the SEC championship. That's a big deal. They don't want to go back to Atlanta and lose, and I don't think they will in this scenario. Hey, tell me what you think. Leave the comments below. Tell me why I'm wrong. I'd love to hear it. I would love to. Hey, sometimes I'll read something and I go, you know what? I didn't think about it that way. Drop those comments in there. As I said, I am an independent. If you like talking college football, I hope you will subscribe. It is free. Y'all take care of yourself. And representing my Clemson Tigers, go Tigers.